So one of the great things about the newly redesigned John Deere XUV 800 series Gators is that these Gators were designed to be fully customizable to whatever application fits your operation. So with this front attachment wiring harness, you're able to add 4 extra attachments, being one as your turn signals, which we have a plug for here. That'll also include your hazard light switch. You're also going to be able to add such things as your front brush guard lights, a deluxe lighting package that'll take you from halogen lights to the LED lights, and also a horn kit. Now, as you can see, we have all these additional pop outs, 2 here on this side and a panel of 6 over there to the right of our gear shift. And this is going to be what allows us to reach in and get those plugs for these additional switches for those front attachments. So from here, we'll go ahead and go look at the 2 wiring harnesses that come with this kit. So in our kit, we're going to have 2 wiring harnesses, and then also we're going to have a bunch of zip ties here that are going to aid in adding on our 2 wiring harnesses. And then we also have our instruction manual, and that's going to be very important to make sure to see where exactly these are going to be ran. But then also I'm going to give you full instruction on where to put these. So both wiring harnesses here, very essential. For one, we have, this is going to be our front attachment harness. We're going to have all the various plugs. This one here going to be for our deluxe lights. This one here is going to be for our turn signals. Now, as you can see, we have 2 corresponding, so we have those for each side. Then we're going to have our horn kit hookup here. This is going to be these 2, this black and red. And then we're also going to have our 2 plugs here, which would be for our front brush guard lights. Now, we also have this wiring harness here. This is going to be our dash harness. This is going to have all of the different plugs that are actually labeled, as you can see. One for lights here, one for our turn signals, one for our horn kit, and then we also have the ones for our brush lights and the one for our hazard light switch. Now, as I said, this is the one that's going to go right behind the dash, as these plugs need to be accessible to where you can get to those to add in those switches for those various attachments. Then we're also going to have our main wiring harness hookup here, and then on our other harness we do have those 2 power source hookups also. Now, as far as tools go for doing this install, it's pretty simple. We're just going to want that drill and then also a couple of bits here. This is going to be a T40 star head bit that's going to allow us to remove that top dash panel. And then we're also going to need this 8mm socket here that we're going to use to take off our hinge or clasp part of our windshield. So as far as the tools and everything goes in the kit, this is what we're going to need. So from here, we'll go ahead and jump into the machine and start removing that top dash panel. Okay, so first step to removing this top dash panel is going to be to remove our windshield clasp here. That's going to be where we take our 8mm socket and just remove these 2 bolts that hold it on. Alright, and just like that, once we've got that out of the way, then we're going to go ahead and move to our T40 star head bit here. And we've got 6 screws along the front here, 4 right in the middle, and then 1 out on each end. So we'll just simply go ahead and remove those. All right, then once we've got those removed, we have 4 pop outs that we have to take loose here on the inside so we can get this top dash to come out. So over here on the left hand side, as we talked about, we have these 2 pop out clips here. Now you're going to either need a flat-headed screwdriver or maybe a pocket knife or something that you can just get underneath here on these and raise these up. And once we get that up and out to relieve some of that pressure, then these just simply pop out just like that. And like I said, you have 2 on this side and 2 on the other side, so we'll go ahead and get those. All right, now here comes the tricky part, as now our next step is to go ahead and take off this top panel. Now, one thing I would do is I would open up the glove box here, just like that, and go ahead and start on this side, as this side's a little bit easier to get loose. So we're just gonna pull that up and out, and then out at the top there. Just give it a pull, that'll come loose. And then this side over here is a little bit more tricky as you're kind of working around your dash panel here, just making sure this is the hardest part, is right here at this junction, is just to get that to come loose. So we'll start by getting it loose there. Same thing here, and you want to be careful when doing this that you don't damage your display panel here. So just nice and easy getting this worked out. All right, and then like that, we've got this loose. We can take this out, and this is going to expose the back side of our dash where we can install that first harness and be able to get to all of those different switches as we see here. Okay, so now that we have our front dash or the back of our dash exposed, now we can go in with our dash harness. Now remember, that is going to be the harness that has these colored plugs on it. Now you'll notice that at one end we have a total of 4 plugs here. Remember that this one is our main power wiring harness plug, and then these 3 are going to be for our horn, our deluxe lights, and our turn signals. So it's very important that this set with the 4 plugs is going to go over towards the driver's side. So we'll start by just laying that down in. And then next, we're going to have our side with our blue and red plugs. Now these need to go over to this panel of 6. So it needs to go under our piece, our frame piece here that our windshield clasp connects to. So we're going to run it down and over, and then these 2 are going to be for our hazard lights and our brush guard lights. Now once we get that ran over, next thing we want to do is come back over here to our driver's side, and we're going to find the plug right here that has this blue cap on it. Now there's 2 underneath here that have the blue cap. You're looking for the wider one that is more oval shaped. There's also a lot smaller one that is really more boxy shaped, but we're looking for this wider oval shaped one, and that is what's going to connect to our main power source on our attachment harness here. So what you'll want to do is remove that blue cap. It does have a little bit of a locking mechanism on it, so once again that flathead screwdriver is going to come into play here, or you may be able to do it by hand. And once we have that removed, then we're going to take that plug in and go ahead and line that up. and connect that until you hear it clip in. And now you have power to all of those plugs that we just added underneath. The only thing left that we have to do is go ahead and grab a few zip ties. Depending on which attachments you plan on adding, you may want to zip tie those additional plugs up and out of the way so they're not falling down underneath. And then also you'll want to take a couple and zip tie that new harness to your frame piece right here in the middle. There's a couple of different options of where you can do that, but just make sure that you are using those zip ties and getting that sturdy to the frame so that that wiring harness isn't just flopping around back here behind your dash. All right, so now we're looking here underneath the hood, as this is where our second wiring harness is going to be installed. Now remember that with the two ends of this harness, one is going to have our two brush light connectors and our horn connector. So you're going to want to start with going in with this set and just setting them down in, so we can work with those in a minute. They need to go right down in this hole to where it is running along this frame piece that goes from the top here down the side of the frame, as that is where that will connect. So go ahead and run that down and in, and then our next set here is going to have, on one end is going to have one light plug and one turn signal plug, and we're going to just kind of set this across the way like so. And you just want to make sure that it follows this existing wiring harness that we can see here on top, as that is our pre-existing wiring harness for our lights. And then next we're going to have another set of those plugs plus both of our power plugs here, and those are going to connect over here on the side that we're working on. So once again, just take our light and turn signal plugs and kind of run those over here by our existing light. And then the next step to this will be attaching our two plugs for our power. So what you'll notice here is that on one of these power plugs we have a jumper that is connected right here. So first thing is we're going to want to remove that jumper so we can actually use that plug. Alright, then once we have that removed, we can go on with our first plug here. Just make sure to push that down in till it snaps into place. And then once again, we're going to have a main wiring harness power connect that will have the cap on it. So as we can see here, we've got this plug that matches the one on our new wiring harness. So we want to remove that blue cap. All right, and once we have that removed, now we can hook up our main source of power here. So just grab that plug and match up our ends here and go in until we hear that click. And then we'll also raise up this red tab here to lock that in and make sure that that plug is not going to come loose. Now we're going to want to find a spot that we can zip tie these over here, because like I said, these are our light and turn signal plugs. So if you're utilizing these at the time of installing this harness, because you're adding these two attachments, then zip tying them is probably not a big deal. But since we're not going to be using them here, we're going to want to find a spot, you know, here on the frame where we can keep these zip tied up and out of the way. Same thing with our harness here going across. We just want to make sure there's a couple of holes here in this shroud. Maybe we can zip tie this here to those, wherever you feel comfortable making that connection, just to make sure that this is staying up and out of the way here. And then from here, we'll need to work on our down facing harness so we can get that harness ran across for our two brush lights and our horn kit. All right, so now we're working on the downward portion of this front attachment wiring harness. Now we've already got our electrical or our main power hooked up. Now we're just running the wires down to our brush guard lights and our horn kit. So the first step to that is we're going to connect the first downward portion to the frame. So we've got two of these rosebud clips here, and we've also got two pre-drilled holes in the frame. So we're just going to attach those. Just push those in right there, and there. And now we're going to move down below the machine and attach this harness to our frame piece going from the left side to the right side. All right, so now we're here at the front of the machine, down below the grill. Now we're gonna work on getting that wiring harness ran from the driver's side where we came down the frame over and across and get it mounted in to where it's solid. So first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and grab our furthest light in here, our furthest harness for those brush guard lights. And we're actually gonna take it and slide it back behind the radiator right on top of these cross members that come out. And we're going to pull that through. Same thing when we get to the other side. Go across the top of that. Get that to where it's sliding free through there. And then we're going to get it pulled. And once we get to a certain point, once again, we have these rosebud clips here, like we had on the one going down. This is where we're going to attach this to the frame. Now, in the instructions for this kit, it's going to tell you to run this wiring harness through that frame piece. There's this square tubular frame back here that it's going to tell you to run that through. And that's actually going to be not quite correct. So what you'll find is that you have mounts for these rosebud clips in these cross members that run right in front of this frame. So back here on the back of this, there is a smaller hole and a larger hole. We're going to use the smaller hole that's back towards that square tubular frame, and we're going to take our rosebud clip here and just press that down in until it clips. And now we have one wire here that's mounted solid. And we're just going to work our way back across and find our other clip here and mount it in the same way. Just going to push that down and in till it's solid, just like so. Now, once we have that done, we have our two connectors here for our brush guard lights that'll come out to these two mounts on our brush guard so we can mount those lights. And then we also have our horn kit hookup right here, as our horn kit would mount right behind this piece on the front here underneath our grill right to the frame. So we've got everything ran here now to where it is able to hook up to our attachments. The last step to this would be just, if we're not going to be using these attachments, using these hookups, we're going to want to take those zip ties and get these bunched up and zip tied down out of the way until we're ready to use those. All right, guys, so that's it. That is all it takes there to mount and install the BUC 10809 front attachment wiring harness on the John Deere XUV 800 series Gators. Now, just keep in mind that once we have this done, we have that ability to use those 5 new attachments. We're going to be able to use such things as the deluxe lighting package that'll take you from the halogens to the LEDs. We'll be able to do things such as the turn signals, which will give us both of our indicator lights and our hazard lights. We'll also be able to have that horn kit and those front brush guard lights. So we have those attachments, that availability now. So in the future, be looking for videos that we'll be adding into the description of this one showing how we mounted those certain attachments. So be on the lookout for that. And also, guys, if this video helped you out, make sure to give this video a like and give us a subscribe, as that helps us out as well. And maybe if you're watching this video and you're looking into this wiring harness and wanting to get one for your machine, make sure again to check that link in the description below where you can go and buy that directly, as well as those other attachments that we'll be adding with this wiring harness. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Hey guys, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and go buy your parts at west-equip.com/parts.